The world seems to be spiraling into chaos. From unexplained lights in the sky to natural disasters wreaking havoc, there is an undeniable sense that something extraordinary is unfolding. For those familiar with Padre Pio's prophecies, these events are more than coincidences. They are warnings. His visions of global chaos and spiritual trials resonate strongly in these uncertain times, leaving many to wonder, has the moment he foresaw already begun? Padre Pio, known for his deep faith and extraordinary gifts, spoke of a time when humanity would face trials unlike any before. He warned of signs in the skies, disturbances in nature, and the consequences of a world turning away from God. Recent events, marked by increasing turmoil and instability, mirror these warnings with uncanny precision. Could his predictions about global chaos and the approaching darkness be materializing right before our eyes? Throughout history, prophecies have served as wake-up calls, urging people to reflect on their lives and prepare for what lies ahead. Padre Pio's visions were not given to instill fear but to inspire action, a reminder to reconnect with faith, unity, and moral principles. As the signs he spoke of become increasingly visible, ignoring them may no longer be an option. In this video, we will explore the shocking details of Padre Pio's prophecy about global chaos, the unmistakable parallels with today's events, and how his words hold vital instructions for our time. From his spiritual warnings to his call for preparation, we will uncover the truth behind these visions and their relevance to the modern world. Stay with us as we dive deep into this extraordinary topic. By the end, you will have a clearer understanding of what Padre Pio foresaw, what it means for us today, and how we can face the challenges ahead with faith and purpose. Padre Pio, also known as Saint Pio of Pietrelcina, is one of the most revered figures of the 20th century. His life, marked by mystical phenomena and unwavering faith, made him a beacon for the Catholic Church and believers worldwide. However, what sets him apart is not just the miracles associated with his name, but the prophecies and messages he left behind, warnings about challenging times humanity would face. For decades, Padre Pio exhibited extraordinary gifts that defied explanation. He bore the stigmata, the wounds of Christ, for 50 years, marks that baffled doctors and scientists. He was also known for his visions, the ability to bilocate, and his profound spiritual insight, often revealing truths about people's lives during confessions. Yet among all his spiritual gifts, it is his prophetic warnings that continue to capture the world's attention. Padre Pio spoke of a future marked by global chaos, natural disasters, and a spiritual reckoning, events that mirror the very challenges we face today. He described signs in the heavens, strange behavior of the sun and the stars, and a period of purification that would force humanity to confront its moral and spiritual decline. His prophecies were not meant to instill fear, but to awaken souls and inspire a return to faith. These messages carry incredible weight because Padre Pio himself was a man of action. He spent his life guiding people to God, urging them to pray, repent, and live with purpose. His warnings were clear. If humanity continued to stray from spiritual values, there would be consequences. The period of trials he foresaw was a time for both correction and renewal, a chance for people to rediscover their relationship with God. What makes Padre Pio's words so impactful today is how closely they align with current events. Increasing divisions, unexplained lights in the sky, natural disasters, and moral decay. These are no longer vague warnings but realities we witness daily. And as the world grapples with uncertainty, his prophecies offer both clarity and hope, reminding us that we must prepare not just physically but spiritually. Padre Pio's insights were timeless, yet they feel more urgent than ever. Understanding his prophecies and their significance is the first step toward making sense of the chaos around us. His call to prayer, reflection, and unity serves as a guiding light in a world growing darker by the day. Padre Pio's prophecy about global chaos is one of the most profound and terrifying messages ever recorded. He warned of a time when the world would be overwhelmed by disturbances, both physical and spiritual. He spoke of unprecedented natural disasters, societal divisions, and signs in the heavens that would signal the beginning of a transformative period for humanity. Among his most chilling predictions is the vision of 3 days of darkness, a time when the earth would be covered in complete blackness, both literally and metaphorically. During this period, Padre Pio described events that would bring humanity to its knees, storms of fire, earthquakes, and widespread despair. He emphasized that this darkness was not just a physical phenomenon, but a reflection of humanity's moral and spiritual decline. What he warned about? heavenly signs, Padre Pio predicted strange occurrences in the sky, including unusual behavior of the sun, moon, and stars. These would serve as warnings of an impending reckoning. Natural disasters. He foresaw hurricanes, earthquakes, and storms that would devastate entire regions, acting as a reminder of humanity's fragile relationship with the divine. Societal collapse. He warned of a world divided by greed, hatred, and a loss of faith, leading to chaos and suffering on a global scale. Does this sound familiar today? When we look at the world around us, it's hard to ignore the parallels between Padre Pio's warnings and the events we are witnessing now. Record-breaking hurricanes and devastating wildfires. Rising tensions between nations, leading to wars and economic instability. Unexplained phenomena in the sky, such as mysterious lights and celestial disturbances. These events seem to mirror the very chaos Padre Pio described, prompting many to believe that his prophecy is coming true. A call to spiritual preparation. Padre Pio did not leave these warnings without guidance. He emphasized the importance of preparing for these trials, both physically and spiritually. He urged his followers to stay vigilant, pay attention to the signs in nature and the heavens, as they will indicate the approach of this transformative period. Strengthen your faith through prayer, confession, and acts of penance. Reconnect with God and seek spiritual protection. Prepare your homes. Keep blessed candles and spiritual texts on hand, as these would serve as symbols of hope and resilience during the darkest times. His message was clear. While these events may seem catastrophic, they are also opportunities for renewal. The chaos is not the end, but a passage into a period of spiritual awakening and transformation. Why this matters now? Padre Pio's prophecy resonates today because it challenges us to reflect on the state of the world and our role within it. Are we contributing to the division and decay, or are we working toward unity and spiritual growth? His warnings remind us that while the trials ahead may be great, the path to redemption is always open to those who seek it. Let us now explore how the signs he predicted, particularly the unexplained lights in the sky and the growing global unrest, tie directly to his visions of global chaos and renewal. Padre Pio's prophecy spoke of unmistakable signs that would precede a period of great upheaval. Among them were warnings about strange phenomena in the skies and increasing chaos on Earth. Today, these signs are no longer abstract. They are unfolding before our very eyes, challenging both scientific explanations and spiritual understanding. 1. Lights in the sky, a heavenly warning. Padre Pio described signs in the heavens as precursors to global transformation. He spoke of disturbances in the sun, moon, and stars, as well as mysterious lights that would leave humanity in awe and fear. While some dismiss these as natural occurrences or man-made phenomena, believers see a deeper meaning. In recent years, reports of unexplained lights in the sky have surged globally. From glowing orbs to strange patterns of movement, these sightings have baffled experts. Some attribute them to UFO activity, others to advanced technology like drones or satellites. But for those familiar with Padre Pio's teachings, these occurrences may represent spiritual signs in the sky, urging humanity to wake up before it's too late. 2. Natural disasters and climate chaos. Padre Pio's prophecy also highlighted the Earth's response to humanity's moral decline. He predicted violent storms, earthquakes, and floods, all serving as warnings from nature itself. These disasters, he believed, were not random but part of a divine plan to realign humanity with spiritual values. Today, we are witnessing an unprecedented frequency of extreme weather events. Hurricanes and floods are devastating communities across the globe, leaving destruction in their wake. Earthquakes and wildfires are causing immense loss and reshaping entire regions. Scientists warn of climate instability, yet Padre Pio's followers interpret these events as part of his prophecy about a world out of balance. 3. Division and unrest, a society on the brink. Beyond the natural world, Padre Pio's prophecy pointed to a more insidious danger, the fragmentation of society itself. He warned of a time when greed, hatred, and a loss of faith would lead to deep divisions among people and nations. This societal collapse would act as a mirror of humanity's spiritual decay. The evidence of this division is everywhere. Political polarization has created unprecedented rifts, making dialogue and unity increasingly rare. Global conflicts continue to escalate, from wars to economic battles that deepen inequality and suffering. Moral decline has led to a growing culture of self-interest, where traditional values are dismissed in favor of fleeting pleasures and materialism. Padre Pio's prophecy was clear. This chaos is not the end but a reckoning, a chance for humanity to correct its course and seek reconciliation with God. 4. Are we ignoring the signs? Despite the increasing visibility of these warnings, many remain indifferent. Padre Pio cautioned against complacency, urging people to remain vigilant and attuned to the spiritual significance of these events. Ignoring these signs, he believed, would only lead to greater suffering when the reckoning fully unfolds. The lights in the sky and the growing global unrest are not isolated phenomena. They are interconnected, reflecting the tension between humanity's physical world and its spiritual state. Padre Pio's message is a call to look beyond what is visible, to recognize these signs as both warnings and opportunities for renewal. A time for reflection and action. The signs Padre Pio spoke of serve as both a wake-up call and a guiding light. They remind us that we are not powerless in the face of chaos. By turning to faith, embracing prayer, and fostering unity, we can prepare not just for the challenges ahead, but for the transformation they bring. In the next section, we will delve deeper into Padre Pio's instructions on how to prepare, both spiritually and physically, for the trials he foretold, and how his message offers hope in the midst of uncertainty. Padre Pio's prophecy was not just a warning about the chaos to come, but a roadmap for how to endure and emerge renewed. His instructions emphasize preparation on both spiritual and physical levels, offering a clear path for those willing to heed his message. 1. Spiritual preparation, anchoring faith in turbulent times. Padre Pio believed that the spiritual state of humanity was the root cause of the trials he foresaw. His guidance for spiritual preparation was centered on reconnecting with God and reinforcing one's faith. Prayer as protection. Padre Pio emphasized the power of prayer, particularly the Rosary, as a shield against the darkness. He encouraged daily prayer to fortify the soul and stay connected to divine guidance. Begin with a habit of praying the Rosary every morning or evening, dedicating it to peace and protection. Confession and repentance. He urged people to confess their sins and seek forgiveness, cleansing the soul of burdens that could hinder spiritual clarity during times of trial. Schedule regular confessions or moments of personal reflection, asking for forgiveness and renewing your commitment to a moral life. Acts of charity and penance. Padre Pio reminded his followers to perform acts of kindness, penance, and sacrifice as ways to demonstrate faith and align with God's will. These acts not only help others but also strengthen personal spiritual resilience. 2. Physical preparation, practical steps for survival. While Padre Pio's emphasis was spiritual, he also provided practical advice for enduring the trials ahead. His instructions reflect the seriousness of the physical dangers he foresaw, urging individuals to prepare their homes and communities. Blessed candles for light and hope. Padre Pio advised keeping blessed candles, which he said would provide light during the physical and spiritual darkness. These candles symbolized hope and divine presence. Obtain a blessed candle from a trusted church or religious store, and keep it as a reminder of spiritual protection. Securing food and essentials. He warned of times of scarcity, encouraging people to prepare food and water supplies to sustain themselves during periods of isolation. Create a small emergency kit with non-perishable food, water, and basic medical supplies. Sheltering in place. During the most severe trials, Padre Pio instructed followers to remain indoors with windows and doors sealed, shielding themselves from external chaos. Prepare your home as a sanctuary of peace and prayer, ensuring it remains a safe space in times of crisis. 3. A call to community, strength and unity. Padre Pio also emphasized the importance of community. He believed that coming together in faith and support would be crucial during times of hardship. Forming faith circles. Gathering with others in prayer and reflection can provide emotional and spiritual strength, reinforcing a collective bond of hope. Create a small prayer group with family or friends to discuss faith, read scripture, and support one another. Sharing resources and knowledge. Padre Pio encouraged acts of generosity, reminding his followers that helping others during trials was a reflection of true faith. For staying vigilant, watching for signs. Padre Pio urged his followers to remain alert to the signs of the times, paying attention to changes in nature, society, and their own spiritual state. Heavenly signs. He encouraged believers to observe the skies, noting disturbances as signals of divine intervention. Personal reflection. He warned against spiritual complacency, encouraging constant self-awareness and growth. Why preparation matters. Padre Pio's guidance was not about fear. It was about readiness. He believed that those who followed his instructions would not only survive the trials, but emerge stronger in faith and closer to God. These preparations were meant to align individuals with divine protection, ensuring that even in darkness, they would not be alone. In the next section, we will explore how Padre Pio's prophecies align with the events we see unfolding today, connecting his warnings to current global chaos and offering insights into what may come next. The relevance of Padre Pio's prophecies becomes increasingly clear as we examine the events unfolding in the modern world. From social and political unrest to natural disasters and unexplained celestial phenomena, his warnings resonate with an urgency that cannot be ignored. 1. The sky is a canvas, signs above us. One of Padre Pio's most striking predictions involved heavenly signs, unusual activity in the sky as harbingers of transformation. Today, reports of mysterious lights, strange weather patterns, and unexplained celestial occurrences dominate headlines. Mysterious lights in the sky. In recent years, sightings of glowing orbs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and even shifts in the behavior of the stars have left scientists baffled. While skeptics attribute these to advanced technology or natural anomalies, others see them as the fulfillment of Padre Pio's prophecy about spiritual signs in the sky. Solar and lunar disturbances. Padre Pio warned of changes in the behavior of the sun and moon as a signal of coming trials. Modern accounts of solar storms and unprecedented lunar events echo his descriptions, drawing attention to the skies in ways we've never experienced before. 2. Nature's reckoning, global disasters on the rise. Padre Pio foretold a period of natural chaos, where the Earth itself would seem to revolt against humanity's actions. Today, extreme weather events and environmental instability mirror his warnings with chilling precision. Hurricanes and floods. Record-breaking hurricanes and rising sea levels have devastated coastal communities worldwide, leaving destruction in their wake. Padre Pio's prophecy of waters consuming the land is vividly brought to mind. Earthquakes and fires. From catastrophic wildfires in California to earthquakes shaking regions unaccustomed to seismic activity, these disasters seem to align with his predictions of nature's fury as a sign of divine reckoning. 3. Societal collapse, a moral and spiritual crisis. Padre Pio's warnings were not limited to physical phenomena. He spoke of a moral decline and a spiritual void that would lead to societal fragmentation. Today's world reflects this in unsettling ways. Political and social divisions. The rise of extreme polarization, both politically and socially, has created rifts that seem impossible to bridge. Padre Pio's vision of a world divided by greed and hatred is no longer just a prophecy. It's our current reality. Loss of spiritual values. A growing focus on materialism and individualism has replaced traditional values, leaving many disconnected from their faith. This spiritual decay, as Padre Pio warned, will be the root cause of humanity's trials. 4. The link between prophecy and modern events. While some may view these events as unrelated, Padre Pio's followers see a clear connection. His prophecy is not just a relic of the past, it's a lens through which we can interpret the present. The global chaos we experience now reflects the warnings he gave, serving as a call to action for those willing to listen. Current examples that resonate. Political instability and civil unrest. Economic crises that deepen inequality. The increasing frequency of once-in-a-lifetime natural disasters. Mysterious phenomena in the skies that remain unexplained. 5. Are we living in the fulfillment of the prophecy? The question remains, are we in the time Padre Pio foresaw? While no one can answer with certainty, parallels are undeniable. His warnings serve as a reminder that the physical and spiritual worlds are deeply connected, and that the choices humanity makes will shape the trials and blessings to come. Padre Pio's prophecy is not about predicting doom, but about inspiring preparation, faith, and unity. The signs he described are unfolding, and whether they are coincidences or divine warnings, they demand our attention. In the next section, we will conclude by reflecting on the timeless wisdom of Padre Pio's message and how it offers both a warning and a hope for humanity in these uncertain times. Padre Pio's prophecy was not meant to instill fear, but to awaken the world to its spiritual potential. His warnings of global chaos, heavenly signs, and societal collapse are as much a call to action as they are a message of hope. They remind us that even in the darkest times, faith can be a guiding light. Want a wake-up call for our time? The signs are undeniable. From the mysterious lights in the sky to the growing divisions among nations and the increasing frequency of natural disasters, The world appears to be following a path foretold by Padre Pio. Yet, these warnings are not meant to paralyze us with fear. They are meant to inspire change. Padre Pio's prophecy challenges us to reflect on our lives and the state of the world. Are we living with purpose? Are we prioritizing faith, kindness, and unity? Or have we allowed materialism, greed, and division to guide our actions? 2. Preparation as an act of faith. Padre Pio emphasized that preparation, both spiritual and practical, is key to navigating these trials. He offered clear steps. Pray daily, especially the Rosary, as a source of protection and strength. Seek confession and forgiveness to cleanse the soul and strengthen your connection with God. Prepare your home as a sanctuary of faith and light, keeping blessed candles and spiritual texts at hand. These are not just acts of survival, but acts of faith, signaling trust in God's plan and a willingness to face the future with courage and humility. 3. The light beyond the darkness. While Padre Pio warned of darkness and chaos, he also promised renewal. He believed that these trials were not the end but a transition, a divine correction leading to a period of spiritual awakening and unity. For those who remain faithful, the challenges ahead will serve as opportunities to grow closer to God and rediscover the values that truly matter. His message is clear. No matter how great the trials, those who turn to faith, prepare with humility, and support one another will find protection and peace. The darkness is not permanent. It is a gateway to transformation. The world is at a crossroads, and the choices we make now will shape the future. Padre Pio's prophecy is not just a story from the past. It is a message for us here and now. Reflect. Take time to consider the state of your life and your connection with faith. Are you prepared for the trials ahead? Act. Begin small. Light a candle, say a prayer, reconnect with loved ones, and seek forgiveness. These simple acts can spark profound change. Share. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. This is more than a prophecy. It's an invitation to awaken, to act, and to prepare. The signs are here. The time is now. Will you answer the call? Thank you for joining us on this journey through Padre Pio's extraordinary vision. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights, reflections, and guidance. Let us face the future together, grounded in faith and united in hope.